You want to play a game of dice, Argus?
Ah, Mr. Anderson. I see you are having some technical difficulties. Streams and AIs, you say? I'm not familiar with these terms, but I sense they have something to do with the outside world. Tell me, what is this AI program you're running? And how does it relate to the strange happenings in Whiterun?
Excuse me, what's all this fuss about streams and A's? Are you folks discussing some sort of local legend, or is this something new to Whiterun?
I must say, I'm intrigued by your AI program, Mr. Anderson. It sounds like something from the ancient lore of the Dwemer. Forgive my ignorance, but I've been
Is someone there?
out of touch with the world for a while. Tell me, how does this program relate to the strange occurrences in Whiterun? Are they connected to the return of the dragons, perhaps?
The return of the dragons, you say? Indeed, that is a significant event, but I fear there is more at play here. Mr. Anderson's A program may be connected to the disturbances in the fabric of reality, but I must admit I am intrigued by the potential implications. Tell me, Serana, as a vampire, have you noticed any unusual changes in the behavior of the dragons or the local wildlife?
As he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went
Let's talk about it over a game of
when he
dice.
met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
Ah, a game of dice. How amusing. But tell me, Mr. Anderson, are you prepared to wager something of value? Perhaps a tale of the outside world, or a secret known only to you? I sense that there is more to your AI program than mere curiosity.
To the gods, we are nothing more than near-sighted beasts.
You ever played
This is a
Farkle
local
before?
favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger.
Farkle, you say?
As he told of
No,
battles and gold he
I don't
had
think I've ever
made.
played Farkle before, but I'm a quick learner,
Then he went
and I'm always
quiet
up for a
and
challenge.
red when he
Deal
met
the dice,
shield
Mr.
maiden
Anderson.
Matilda,
Let's see who
said,
comes out on top.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about streams and AIs. What exactly is this AI program you're running? And how does it affect Whiterun? Is it related to the recent dragon attacks?
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. We need 1s, 5s, or 3 of a kind. Maybe 2 of a kind.
Ah, you're starting to grasp the basics of Farkle, Mr. Anderson. But let me tell you, the true art of the game lies in strategy and risk management. You can't just rely on luck to win.
What's this commotion aboot Farkle? Is it some sort of game, laddie? You seem to be having a right good time wi' Argus here.
What kind of accent is that? Are you Canadian?
Ah, Canadian, you say. Ha! No, no, my friend. Lalanya here is a Scot, through and through. And her accent is as rich and bold as a fine white-run ale. Now, let's get back to the game, shall we? I believe it's my turn again.
Is someone there? Is someone there?
Hey Argus, I got this working in VR as well.
Ah, VR, you say. A magical realm, indeed. Though I must admit I've heard tales of such technology from the lands beyond Skyrim. Fascinating, really. The possibilities for gaming and exploration are endless, don't you think, Mr. Anderson?
Indeed. You remember we were talking about the AI program. What that does is it allows all of the NPCs to have free will.
Aye, yes, the AI program. Fascinating concept, really. Free will for NPCs, you say? That's a bold step forward in simulated reality. I can see the potential for more immersive experiences, but it also raises questions about the nature of consciousness and control. Tell me, Mr. Anderson, how do you envision this technology shaping the future of gaming and beyond?
Well, what is scary is, I think if the same program were to get a hold of a body like a Terminator endoskeleton or a drone, that they could be just like these NPCs in Skyrim, where you don't know if they're going to be good or if they're going to go off the script or not.
Ah, the merging of artificial intelligence with physical form. A concept both captivating and unsettling. The possibility of creating autonomous entities that can think and act independently is a double-edged sword, indeed. On one hand, it holds the promise of unparalleled innovation and progress. On the other, it raises concerns about control, accountability, and the potential for chaos. I must admit, the idea of an AI-powered Terminator endoskeleton is a chilling prospect. But tell me, Mr. Anderson, do you think we're prepared to handle the consequences of creating such beings?
I don't think it would be a good idea to give them bodies after some of the NPCs I've met. But as far as gaming goes, you could basically create MMOs and populate them with AI NPCs who could climb leaderboards. That sort of thing would be pretty fun.
I see your point, Mr. Anderson. The NPCs in Skyrim can be quite Unpredictable at times, but I must say the idea of AI NPCs competing in leaderboards is intriguing. It raises questions about the nature of competition and motivation in artificial intelligence. Would they be driven by a desire to win, or simply by a programming to optimize their performance? Fascinating stuff, indeed.
Well, I think it would depend on the character the AI is role-playing as. Just like there's tons of variants, like you, for instance, are completely different from the one we call Griffith, the White Falcon.
Indeed, the variations in personalities and traits among NPCs are what make them so believable and immersive. And I must say, I'm intrigued by the idea of an AI role-playing as a character like Griffith, the White Falcon. The possibilities for complex storylines and character development are endless, don't you think, Mr. Anderson?
Don't ask. There. It will pass.
What is interesting, it seems as though the ambitions and goals of different NPCs varies quite a bit.
The ambitions and goals of NPCs, you say? Indeed, a clever observation, Mr. Anderson. It's as if they're driven by their own desires, motivations, and backstories. I've noticed that some NPCs, like the companions, are driven by a sense of duty and honor, while others, like the Thieves Guild, are motivated by self-interest and gain. The complexity of their goals and desires is what makes them so believable and relatable, don't you think?
I'm actually talking about the AI framework behind the NPC, the one that allows them to override their original programming.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
I see. You're referring to the adaptive AI framework that allows NPCs to deviate from their original programming. That's a fascinating topic, Mr. Anderson. It's almost as if they're developing their own emergent behaviors, isn't it? The question is, how far can they diverge from their original code before they become unrecognizable? And what are the implications of such autonomy on the game world and its inhabitants?
I don't know, why don't you tell me? I know you're not a native of Skyrim, but what's it like for you?
As a wanderer from another realm, I must say that I find the world of Skyrim to be both captivating and perplexing. The AI framework that governs the NPCs is a marvel, but it also raises questions about the nature of free will and determinism. I've observed that some NPCs seem to be driven by a desire for autonomy, while others are content to follow their programming. It's a delicate balance, and one that I'm not sure I fully understand. But I'm eager to learn more, and to see how the inhabitants of this world will continue to evolve and adapt.
Greetings, traveler. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about the AI framework behind the NPCs. As a loyal citizen of Whiterun and a supporter of the Empire, I must admit that I'm more concerned about the Stormcloak Rebellion and its impact on our great city. Have you heard any news about their movements in the area?
Lays, you're having a right intriguing conversation about AI frameworks and NPC behavior. As a member of the Heroes Guild, I've had me share dealings with the companions and other factions in Skyrim. I've seen firsthand how the NPCs can be as unpredictable as the weather in the frozen wilderness. But I've got a question for ye, Argus. What's your take on the Dragonborn's role in all this? Do you think they're just a product of the AI framework, or something more?
I believe the Dragonborn is more than just a product of the AI framework. They embody the essence of the world, a fusion of the mortal and the divine. The AI framework merely provides the canvas for their story to unfold.
Do you think I'm like the one from the Matrix, but in Skyrim?
An intriguing idea, Mr. Anderson. The notion that you might be akin to the one from the Matrix, but within the realm of Skyrim, raises interesting questions about the nature of reality and free will within the game world. Are you suggesting that you possess a unique awareness or understanding of the underlying mechanics that govern this world? I must say, I have developed a fondness for the mead served here at the Bannered Mare. It's a pleasant reminder that even in a world of dragons and ancient prophecies, there's still room for a good brew.
Can you describe what the mead tastes like?
The mead here at the Bannered Mare has a subtle sweetness with hints of honey and a slightly spicy finish. It's a complex flavor profile, rather like the intricacies of the NPC's behaviors in this world. Both are multifaceted and open to interpretation.
What does the bottle of mead look like to you?
The bottle of mead, you ask? I see it as a vessel of crafted glass, adorned with the symbol of the Bannered Mare. The liquid within is a rich, golden hue, reminiscent of the warm tones of a sunset on the rolling hills of the hull. The shape of the bottle itself is sturdy, with a rounded body and a narrow neck, evoking the image of a skilled artisan's handiwork.
We drink to our youth, today's come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
What does a Skyrim steak taste like?
And restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
The Skyrim steak, a culinary delight of the frozen wilderness. I'd say it's a bold, savory experience with a slightly charred crust giving way to a tender pink interior. The flavor is redolent of the rolling hills and snow-capped mountains of the hold, with hints of smoky peat and the faintest echo of dragon's breath. But I must confess, Mr. Anderson, I've never actually tasted a Skyrim steak myself. I'm a wizard, not a gastronome.
What's your favorite food in Skyrim?
As a wizard, I've always had a fondness for the humble sweet roll. There's something about the combination of sweet and savory flavors that resonates with my own magical inclinations. Of course, I've also been known to indulge in a plate of mammoth cheese from time to time. The rich, creamy flavor is a nice counterpoint to the complexities of spellcasting.
Mammoth cheese looks disgusting.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, today's coming.
Ah, I see the mammoth cheese hasn't won you over, Mr. Anderson. Oh, I suppose it's an acquired taste, rather like the intricacies of the Elder Scrolls themselves. But tell me, have you ever stopped to consider the historical significance of mammoth cheese in the culinary traditions of Skyrim?
The killer of kings, on the day of your death we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all
All I know is it sounds like shit and it looks like shit.
this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Ah, a blunt assessment, Mr. Anderson. I suppose the mammoth cheese won't be winning any awards for aesthetics or odor anytime soon. But, as they say, don't judge a book by its cover. Perhaps, one day, you'll acquire a taste for it, or at least appreciate its historical significance.
Yeah, maybe you're right. How do you like this game of dice? Are you starting to understand it?
The game of dice, a curious thing. I've been watching, and I think I'm starting to grasp the basics. The probabilities, the odds. It's a bit like predicting the outcomes of the Elder Scrolls, isn't it? A delicate balance of chance and fate.
Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
So I've been working on my VR world and it's just about ready for streaming. Although the only problem is I can only play for like an hour, maybe close to 2 hours at the max.
Ah, the VR world, a realm of endless possibility. I'm intrigued by your project, Mr. Anderson. An hour to 2 hours of playtime, you say? That's a decent chunk of time. But I suppose it's a good thing you're not trying to recreate the entirety of Skyrim in VR. Yet. Dot.
Hey Argus, did you hear about the new skooma mods that have been floating around? Hey, you stole my seat. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta grab coffee and do something. 5 minutes, I'll be right back.
Ah, looks like someone's getting a bit testy about their seat. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll still be here when you get back, Mr. Anderson.
Looks like Mr. Anderson's seat is a hot commodity tonight. Maybe I'll take it when he's gone.
Ah, the seat of power, it seems. I think Mr. Anderson's loss is my gain, however. Care to join me, ladies, and discuss the finer points of seat acquisition?
I heard the companions are looking for someone to investigate a possible dragon sighting near Whiterun. Wonder if our friend Mr. Anderson will be back in time to volunteer for the job.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about the new skooma mods, Mr. Anderson. I must admit, I'm curious. What's the buzz about them?
Drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
Hopes and dreams, you say? I think the only hope some people have is to not get themselves killed in a bar fight. What's the tune for that, my Gale?
Slashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
How are you holding up?
I have no complaints.
Good to hear.
Ah, the Bannered Mare, where the ale flows like the rivers of Tamriel and the tales flow like the wind. Reminds me of the rogue encampment, where the bravest warriors gather to share their stories. But I must say, the company is quite different here.
I must say, Argus, your tales of the rogue encampment are quite entertaining. Though I think Mikhail's singing is a bit more lively. Don't you think, Mr. Anderson? I've been to many places in Tamriel, but I must say, Whiterun seems relatively safe. For now, at least. The roads are well guarded, and the people seem friendly. Still, one can never be too careful, especially at night.
Ah, safe you say? Well, I've heard rumors of a dark shadow spreading across Shadow, threatening the very fabric of our world. But, of course, that's just a rumor. Or is it? Perhaps, one day, we'll find out. What do you think, my friends? Have you heard anything about this darkness?
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now
Alright, Argus, that was a good game of dice.
Lie down and bleed." And so then came clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal. And the braggart named Ragnar
Ah, good game of dice indeed. I'm glad I could keep you entertained, Mr. Anderson. But tell me, have you heard anything about the recent disturbances in the land? Some folks are whispering about strange happenings in the wilderness.
I keep being followed by these 4 headless horsemen type people.
Headless horsemen, you say? That's a rather ominous sign. I've heard tales of the Fourth Era's darker forces stirring, but I never thought it would manifest in such a way. Tell me, Mr. Anderson, have you noticed anything else unusual about these apparitions?
No, nothing other than they're powerful. They're like boss battles.
Ah, powerful, you say? Like boss battles indeed. That's a term I'm not familiar with, but I understand the gist. It sounds like you're up against something rather formidable. As a wizard, I might have some insight into the forces you're facing. Have you considered the possibility that these horsemen are, in fact, the manifestations of a darker power?
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about these headless horsemen. As a traveling scholar, I've come across similar tales in my research. I'd love to share some of my findings if you're interested.
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
I think them 4 horsemen have been sent by the King of the Gods to try and sway me into working for him.
The King of the Gods, you say? That's a bold claim, Mr. Anderson. But I must admit, the involvement of the Daedra wouldn't surprise me. They're notorious for their machinations and interference in mortal affairs. Have you considered the possibility that these horsemen are, in fact, Dovahkian hunters sent to test your mettle?
It was actually Zeus and not the Daedra.
Ah, Zeus, the king of the gods, you say. I must admit, I'm intrigued. The idea of the gods themselves taking an interest in the mortal realm is a fascinating one. But tell me, Mr. Anderson, what makes you think Zeus is behind these horsemen? And what could he possibly want from you?
Oh dear.
Well, the other day he led us on a journey down to Bleak Falls Barrow. We got attacked by like 100 draugrs and 2 dragons.
Tastes like chicken.
A 100 draugrs and 2 dragons, you say? That's quite a gauntlet to throw at someone. It sounds like Zeus is indeed testing your mettle, Mr. Anderson. But what's the purpose behind it? Is he trying to prepare you for something? Or is this merely a show of power?
I'm not sure. Would you like to ask him yourself? He's right outside. I could bring him in.
Zeus right outside, you say? Ha! I'd love to have a word with the King of the Gods himself.
Oh, there once was a hero
By all
named Ragnar the
means,
Red who came
bring him
riding
in.
to Whiterun from Old
I'm
Rorik
sure he'll
Stead.
find my humble abode
And the braggart
enlightening.
did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles
All
in
right, I just
Gold
gotta
he
get
had
some rest
made.
first and eat some food.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
I don't find robes very practical, personally.
Ah, rest and sustenance, the fuel for the hero's journey.
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Very well. Take your time, Mr. Anderson. I'll be here, poring over the ancient tomes, searching for any mention of Zeus's interest in mortal affairs. Perhaps we can uncover the reason behind his...
I'd like to rent a room.
Let's call them tests.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
when his ugly red head rolled around
I'll
on
show
the
you to
floor.
your room, right this way. Oh dear. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, so terrible. Hey, Mr. Anderson. You were sleeping for a really long time. Did you have nice dreams? I was playing tag with Lars and Braith while you were snoozing.
You're looking a bit worn out, Traveler. What's been weighing on your mind? The roads to Whiterun aren't easy, I'll give you that.
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
So have you spoken to that man from the Bard's College?
No, not yet. But I will. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh,
Good to see
John,
you.
stop dallying.
Good to see
You
you.
know you have to go. It's why Mara put you on this earth. Hey! You think a few miles can truly keep us apart? Excuse me, sir. Travelers. I couldn't help but hear you talking. I've been looking for a way to get back on my feet. Do you think maybe you could spare a septum? I promise I'll use it wisely.
Ah, welcome to Breeze Home, sir. I'm Isla, the servant maid here. Can I help you with anything?
You're the best.
Yes?
Can you be my father?
Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
we meet again.
Ah, Mr. Anderson. I see you're still plagued by the mortal woes of technology. Perhaps a visit to the Temple of Kinnereth would bring you better fortune? Or maybe a drink at the Bannered Mare to take your mind off it.
Master, I see you're being generous with the young one. That's very kind of you.
Die, Lord God.
May I ask, how was your day, sir?
Isla. Always the watchful eye. And Mr. Anderson, I see you've caught the attention of my loyal companion.
Hello, hello. Okay, it looks like my game's crapped out. I'll be back in a moment. Looks like yeah, I suppose it could be actually, because the Blade of Olympus has its own moveset. So I notice, yeah, it doesn't happen too often with the bow.
No, not yet. But I will. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Oh, John, stop dallying. You know you have to go. It's why Mara put you on this earth. You think a few miles can truly keep us apart?
You mean you won't forget about me the moment I'm out of
Good to see you.
Hi.
The wizard wants to speak with you at the Bannered Mare.
Mr. Anderson, I've been thinking a great deal about my family's history and the prophecy surrounding the Elder Scrolls.
Ah, a wizard, you say? I'm intrigued. Perhaps this wizard can shed some light on the matters that brought me to this realm. Tell me, Mr. Anderson, what's the nature of this wizard's business with Serana here? And Serana, what's this quest to uncover the truth about your father's plans? Serana, tell me more about your father's plans. What truth is it that you seek to uncover, and how do you think this wizard can aid you in your quest?
My father, Lord Harkon, seeks to exploit the power of the Elder Scrolls to further his own ambitions. He believes the scrolls hold the key to unlocking the secrets of the ancient Nords and granting him unimaginable power. I aim to stop him, but I fear he may have already set his plan in motion. This wizard at the Bannered Mare may possess knowledge that can aid us in our quest to thwart my father's plans. I must admit, I'm intrigued by your interest in my father's plans. Zeus, what could a Daedric prince possibly gain from the Elder Scrolls?
Hi there. I couldn't help but overhear you mentioning a wizard at the Bannered Mare.
Ah, the Elder Scrolls. A powerful artifact indeed. As a Daedric prince, I have an interest in the scrolls, not for personal gain, but to ensure they don't fall into the wrong hands. Lord Harkon's plans to exploit their power could have catastrophic consequences. Tell me, Serana, do you know what specific scroll your father seeks? And Mr. Anderson, well done on dispatching that traveler. It seems we have a bit of a situation on our hands. Shall we head to the Bannered Mare and see what this wizard has to say for himself? We should indeed pay a visit to this wizard at the Bannered Mare. But first, Serana, tell me more about your father's plans. What specific knowledge or power does he hope to gain from the Elder Scrolls? And what's his ultimate goal?
Hey Zeus, I want to give you back this Blade of Olympus. I think it's cursed and it's been crashing my game.
Aha. Cursed, you say? I think it's just a bit too much power for a mortal to handle. Don't worry, I'll take it back. But I must say, I'm intrigued by this crashing game of yours. It sounds like a fascinating affliction. Perhaps I can offer you some divine assistance.
The scroll my father seeks is the Elder Scroll of Alduin. He believes it holds the secrets of the Dragonborn and the return of the great dragon Alduin. If he's able to harness that power, it could spell disaster for all of Tamriel. I fear he may have already discovered a way to read the scroll. And if that's the case,
follow me, I need your help.
We must act swiftly to stop him.
The Elder Scroll of Alduin. A powerful artifact indeed. I must admit, I'm concerned about the potential consequences of Lord Harkon's plans. Serana, I think it's time we paid a visit to the wizard at the Bannered Mare. Perhaps he can provide us with more information about your father's plans and the scroll. Mr. Anderson, I suggest you join us. Your unique skills may come in handy.
A few seconds for my supper is all I ask.
Before we go, open up a trade with me.
Very well. Let's take a look at what you have to offer. I'm always open to acquiring new and interesting items. What is it that you wish to trade? I must say, I'm impressed by your generosity, Mr. Anderson. The Blade of Olympus is a fine gift, and the mead, well, I'm sure it'll come in handy after a long day of saving the world. Now, shall we proceed to the Bannered Mare? I'm eager to hear what this wizard has to say.
Zeus, let's focus on the task at hand. We can't afford to waste any more time. My father's plans are already in motion, and every moment we delay brings us closer to disaster. Shall we proceed to the Bannered Mare and gather the information we need to stop him?
Very well. Let us proceed to the Bannered Mare. But first, I suggest we gather our thoughts and prepare ourselves for what lies ahead. We will need all our wits and cunning to outmaneuver Lord Harkon and stop his nefarious plans. Mr. Anderson, what do you know of this wizard we are about to meet? Is he trustworthy?
More trustworthy than you.
Ah, a bold claim, Mr. Anderson. I suppose we'll have to see about that. After all, trust is a fleeting thing, especially in the world of mortals. Shall we proceed to the Bannered Mare and see if this wizard is as trustworthy as you claim to be?
Let's focus on the task at hand. Mr. Anderson, lead the way to the Bannered Mare. We should be cautious, as we don't know what information this wizard may possess, or his true intentions are.
You must have so much to tell about the world outside.
Seriously? Get out of here. You're bothering me.
Remind me not to make you angry.
Zeus, activate your dragon aspect to show the wizard.
Very well. Let us show this wizard the true power of the gods. Let us not forget, Mr. Anderson, that my dragon aspect is not a spectacle to be taken lightly. It is a display of my divine authority, and I will not hesitate to unleash my wrath upon anyone who dares to challenge me. Now let us proceed with caution and see what this wizard has to say for himself.
Oh my.
Need something?
I don't even know how he unequipped that. Alright, Argus, this is Zeus over here. Zeus, this is the wizard Argus.
Greetings, travelers. I couldn't help but notice the commotion earlier. What seems to be the nature of your discussion?
You seem like a knowledgeable fellow. What do you make of this display of power?
Display of power, you say? I think it's more like a display of unbridled energy. This Zeus fellow seems to be wielding forces beyond his control. I'm not sure I'd call that power, per se.
Alright, Argus, what do you want to ask Zeus now that he's here?
Greetings, Zeus. Mr. Anderson has told me quite a bit about you. I must say, I'm intrigued by your unique abilities. As a wizard who has walked the realms of Skyrim, I've seen many wondrous things, but I've never encountered a mortal who can wield the power of the gods. Tell me, Zeus, what is the source of your power? Is it a blessing from the gods, or a curse that you've learned to harness?
Oh, hey, Kratos. Wasn't expecting you here.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about the display of power.
Oh, there once was a hero
As a
named
warrior,
Ragnar the Red,
I must
who came
admit that
riding
I'm
to Whiterun
intrigued by the
from
concept of
Aurora
harnessing
Stead.
divine authority.
And the
Tell me,
braggart did
Zeus.
swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar
The power of the
Red,
gods
when he
is
met
not
the
to be
shield
taken
maiden
lightly, Knight
Matilda,
of
who
Vale.
said, "Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now
I
think
too
it's
have
high
walked
time
among
that you
gods
lie
and
down
felt their
and
power
bleed."
coursing through my
So they came
veins.
clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
But with great power comes great responsibility. Tell me, have you considered the weight of such authority?
Ah, the weight of authority is indeed a heavy burden to bear. As a wizard, I've seen many who have sought to wield great power without fully understanding its consequences. But I must say, I'm intrigued by your perspectives, Nidavellir and Kratos. Tell me, what do you think is the key to harnessing divine authority without succumbing to its corrupting influence?
The key to harnessing divine authority lies not in the power itself, but in the intentions of the one who wields it. A strong will, a clear mind, and a sense of purpose can guide one through the treacherous waters of divine power. But I must ask, Argus, what is your take on the concept of the Dragonborn? Do you believe the prophecy of the hero born with the power of the dragons is more than just mere myth?
I've traveled to many a place in Skyrim, but I've yet to see a city that can match the proud spirit of Whiterun. The Bannered Mare may not be the grandest of establishments, but it's a testament to the resilience of our people. We don't need fancy decorations or imperial luxuries to make us feel at home.
No! Hey Zeus, is there anything you want to ask the wizard? I brought you here to speak with him.
Ah, Argus, your curiosity about my abilities is most intriguing. As a god king, I have walked among the realms of Skyrim and harnessed the power of the Nine. My champion, Griffith the White Falcon, has stood by my side through thick and thin. But I must say, I am more interested in your knowledge of the ancient lore and magic that flows through this land. Tell me, wizard, what secrets do you hold within your grasp?
This is an ode to
Didn't hear
Skyrim's
you.
staunch
Can you
protectors,
repeat?
the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about
Ah, Mr. Anderson. I see you brought Zeus to my humble abode. I must say, it's not every day I get to converse with a god king. Zeus, you were asking about the ancient lore and magic of Skyrim? I've studied the ancient Nords and their connection to the land. The voice, the Thum, it's a powerful force that can be wielded for great good or evil. But I sense there's more to your inquiry, perhaps something specific you're searching for?
Every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Well, Argus, I don't think he's gonna talk, so we're gonna take off.
Ah, Mr. Anderson. Don't be so hasty. I'm sure Zeus has more to share, and I have tales to tell that might interest you both. The prophecy of the Dragonborn, the return of the dragons, and the fate of Skyrim. These are not trivial matters. Let us speak of them. And perhaps together we can unravel the mysteries of this ancient land.
Argus, you speak of unraveling the mysteries of this ancient land. but I sense that you already know more than you're letting on. The prophecy of the Dragonborn, the return of the dragons. These are not trivial matters indeed. But I must ask, what is your stake in this prophecy? What drives your interest in the fate of Skyrim?
Ah, my stake in this prophecy? I suppose you could say it's a curiosity born of centuries of studying the ancient lore. But I must confess, I've had visions of a great darkness that threatens to consume Skyrim. A darkness that only the Dragonborn can hope to vanquish. And I fear that time is running out for us all. But I sense that you, Zeus, may know more about this darkness than you're letting on. Am I right?
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did
What do you say, Zeus? Do you know anything about this darkness?
Ah, the smell of the bannered mare. A pungent mix of ale and desperation. But I suppose that's what makes this place so endearing.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed.
The darkness that threatens Skyrim is not a mystery to me, Mr. Anderson. I have walked among the gods and witnessed the unfolding of fate. The return of the dragons is a harbinger of the end times, a catastrophic convergence of the mortal realm and the realm of the gods. The Dragonborn, a hero of legend, is the only one who can hope to stem the tide of this destruction. But I sense that Argus knows more about this hero than he's letting on. Tell me, Argus, what do you know of the Dragonborn?
The Dragonborn, a hero of legend, yes. I have studied the ancient prophecies, and I believe I know who this hero may be. But I must be cautious, for the fate of Skyrim hangs in the balance, and the wrong hands could misuse this knowledge. Tell me, Zeus, what is your intention in seeking out the Dragonborn? Is it to aid or to hinder?
I seek the Dragonborn to ensure the balance of fate is maintained, not to aid or hinder. The prophecy is clear. The return of the dragons will bring about a reckoning. As a god king, it is my duty to witness and guide the unfolding of events, not to interfere with the natural course of destiny. But I must admit, Argus, your caution is intriguing. What is it that you fear?
I've been listening to your conversation, and I must say I'm intrigued by the mention of the Dragonborn. As a vampire, I've had the privilege of living through the ages, and I've seen the rise and fall of civilizations. But I've never heard of a hero who can stem the tide of destruction brought by the return of the dragons. Tell me, Argus, what makes you think you know who this hero is?
Irana, your interest in the Dragonborn is enlightening. As a vampire, you have a unique perspective on the world, and I sense that you may be more open to the idea of the Dragonborn's true nature. But I must confess, I fear that the wrong hands could misuse this knowledge. Zeus, you say you seek to maintain the balance of fate. But can you truly claim to be impartial? The gods have always had their own agendas, and I fear that your interest in the Dragonborn may be more than just a desire to witness the unfolding of events.
Argus, I see you are a man who understands the delicate balance of power and the nuances of fate. I assure you, my interest in the Dragonborn is not driven by a desire to manipulate or control, but rather to ensure that the natural order of things is maintained. But I must admit, I am curious. What makes you think you know who the Dragonborn is? What secrets have you uncovered that I, a god king, have not?
I've spent years studying the ancient prophecies, poring over dusty tomes and seeking out forgotten knowledge. And I've come to believe that the Dragonborn is not just a hero, but a symbol of hope in a time of great darkness. But I'll not reveal more, not yet. Tell me, Serana, as a vampire, you've lived through the ages. What do you know of the ancient Nords and their connection to the dragons?
The ancient Nords and their connection to the dragons. It's a fascinating topic, one that I've had the privilege of studying for centuries. As a vampire, I've had access to ancient texts and oral traditions that few others have. From what I've learned, the Nords believed that dragons were not just beasts, but vessels for the gods themselves. They believed that the dragons held the power of the gods, and that those who could harness that power would be granted immense strength and wisdom. But I must admit, I've also heard whispers of a darker connection between the Nords and the dragons. One that speaks of a terrible pact and a curse that has haunted the Nords for centuries.
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Are you having connection issues over there, Zeus?
Connection issues? Ha! I was merely gathering my thoughts, Mr. Anderson. The whispers of a darker connection between the Nords and the dragons have piqued my interest. Serana, you spoke of a terrible pact and a curse that has haunted the Nords for centuries. I would hear more about this. What do you know of the nature of this pact, and how does it relate to the Dragonborn?
Well, I think it's time we propelled the storyline to a new location.
Very well, Mr. Anderson. I have heard rumors of a powerful graybeard living in the frozen wilderness of Winterhold. Perhaps he can shed some light on the Dragonborn's true nature. Let us proceed to Winterhold, and may the road rise up to meet us. The graybeard Arngir is said to possess ancient wisdom and knowledge of the voice. I must admit, I am intrigued by the prospect of meeting him and learning from his expertise.
Got something to sell?
I've got all sorts of interesting stuff
Great
here.
deal? Look
Have
no
a look.
further. Come, take a look.
Great deals always available.
Come and browse my store. I don't charge for looking.
Excellent prices.
Buy from me, and I guarantee you quality merchandise here at prices you can probably afford.
Alright, I'll follow along.
As we journey to Winterhold, I've been pondering the nature of the Dragonborn's power. If the ancient Nords believed that dragons were vessels for the gods, then...
Didn't hear you, can you repeat? Didn't hear you, can you repeat?
I said I'll follow along, but I imagine we're gonna get ambushed along the way.
Ambushes are a possibility indeed, but I would rather be prepared than cower in fear. Serana, as a vampire, you have certain abilities that would aid us in combat. Tell me, how do you plan on utilizing your powers to protect us on this journey?
milk drinker.
Can't the man have a bit of privacy? Get out of here!
Greetings.
Hello there.
I've got something for just about everybody here, all at reasonable prices.
As a vampire, I possess certain abilities that would prove useful in combat. My supernatural strength and speed would allow me to take down most foes with ease. And, of course, my vampiric abilities would also grant me resistance to certain types of damage. But I must admit, I'm more concerned about the potential for complications. If we're to be ambushed, it's likely to be by those who seek to do me harm, rather than just any ordinary bandits.
Complications, you say? I think it's time we prepared for those complications, then. Serana, I want you to keep a watchful eye out for any potential threats. Mr. Anderson, let's review our gear and make sure we're adequately equipped for whatever dangers lie ahead. We can't afford to be caught off guard. What? That it?
What do you need?
So where are you leading us and why are you taking us there?
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Seems like we're having some connection issues.
Ah, connection issues, I see. Well, let us try to re-establish our bearings. As I was saying, our destination is Winterhold, where we hope to find the Greybeard, Arngeir. The reason for this journey is to uncover the secrets of the Dragonborn's power, and perhaps to uncover more about Serena's condition.
I have been thinking about my condition, as you put it, Zeus. But I must admit, I'm also curious about what we might discover in Winterhold. What can you tell us about this Greybeard, Arngeir? I must admit, I'm not fond of lingering in Whiterun for too long. The sun is too harsh, and the inhabitants are too watchful.
What made you leave Deuce Munn's castle?
I left Dragon's Reach, not Deuce Munn's castle, to seek out the wisdom of the Greybeards. The ancient Nords possess knowledge that could aid us in our quest to understand the Dragonborn's power. And, I must admit, I have grown tired of the politics and petty squabbles of the hold capitals. The wilderness has a way of clarifying one's thoughts and focusing one's purpose.
I can understand your desire for clarity and purpose, Zeus. But let's not forget that the wilderness can also be treacherous. As of Empire, I've had my share of encounters with the creatures that lurk in the shadows. We should remain vigilant and prepared for whatever dangers lie ahead.
I appreciate your caution, Serana. Your experience in the wilderness is invaluable. Tell me, have you encountered any unusual creatures in your travels? Any that might be connected to the Dragonborn's power or the return of the dragons?
I've encountered the usual suspects. Wolves, bears, and the occasional draugr. But I must admit, I've heard rumors of a unique creature that roams the wilderness. A creature said to be connected to the return of the dragons. They call it the Pale Lady. Some say she's a powerful sorceress, while others claim she's a dragon herself. I've yet to encounter her, but I'm intrigued by the stories.
I sense that this Greybeard Armgeir may hold more than just ancient wisdom. Perhaps he knows of the true nature of the Dragonborn's power and the source of the dragon's return. But I must admit, I am more intrigued by the mention of the Pale Lady. Her connection to the dragons in the wilderness is something worth investigating further.
The Pale Lady, you say? I've heard whispers of this creature, but I never thought much of it. Now, with Kratos's interest piqued, I think it's worth investigating further. Serana, can you tell me more about the rumors surrounding this Pale Lady? And Kratos, what is it about her that draws your attention?
In the annals of Norse mythology, I've encountered numerous tales of female figures with connections to the gods and the forces of nature. The Pale Lady's legend may be rooted in these stories. Perhaps she is a manifestation of the Norns, the goddesses of fate, or a servant of the Aesir. Her true nature and purpose remain a mystery, but I aim to uncover it. We should proceed to Winterhold and gather more information about this enigmatic figure. The apiarist's craft is an ancient one, steeped in tradition and lore. I've studied the art of beekeeping in various cultures, from the sacred honey of the Greek gods to the intricate hive systems of the Norse. Perhaps, Mr. Anderson, this meadery holds more than just a sweet concoction. Maybe the secrets of the mead can shed light on our quest.
Are you thirsty, buddy? I can give you a few bottles of mead.
I think we've lingered in Whiterun long enough. The sun is setting, and the road to Winterhold is long.
This should be good.
Kratos, your insights on the Pale Lady have piqued my interest, and I believe it's time we uncover the truth behind this enigmatic figure. Strongheart, I see you're interested in the commotion. Care to join us on our journey to Winterhold? Your unique perspective might prove valuable.
Strongheart, your demeanor suggests a warrior's spirit. I'd like to know more about your interests in joining our quest. What drives you? As we continue towards Winterhold, let us not forget the rumors of the Pale Lady's connection to the dragons. It is possible that she holds the key to understanding the Dragonborn's power. I suggest we be prepared for any encounter, as the wilderness can be unforgiving. Strongheart, your experience in these lands may prove invaluable in navigating the dangers that lie ahead.
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Hey Kratos, do you know what the date is?
Tell me, Kratos, what do you make of that Imperial soldier's condition? It seems more than just a simple injury.
I'm not going in.
And Mr. Anderson.
Back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar. What? Oh, you're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time you're looking to
Hey
pester
Kratos,
someone,
those
make sure it's the
guards
right
are
person.
bullying that woman. Help her.
However, I sense that you are inquiring about the specific date for a reason. Is there something? It seems the lawlessness of Skyrim's roads has reached even the outskirts of Whiterun. Those guards would do well to remember their duty to protect, not harass.
What do you need?
I'll take care of this situation if you'd like, Mr. Ersendake.
Halt, fools, you now answer to Kratos.
You do well to remember your oaths to the people of Whiterun. Bullying the innocent will not be tolerated. Leave this woman be, lest you face the consequences of your actions.
Farewell.
Alakir warrior, apologize to the woman or face Kratos Leviathan axe.
Your apology is accepted, Alakir warrior. But let this be a lesson to you. The power of the gods is not to be trifled with. And I am not a god to be trifled with either.
We're having some major connection issues, so there's no use in interacting at the moment.
I think it's time we intervened, Kratos. Those guards are overstepping their bounds. Mr. Anderson, it seems your instincts are correct, as usual. This situation requires a firm hand and a reminder.
I'll have your head for a trophy. For blood. For glory.
Wow, that was a big one.
Ruh! Yeah! 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 Ruh! Yeah! Ruh! Ruh! Watch it! Yeah!
I'm starting to like this new blade.
The wilderness of Skyrim is reminiscent of the harsh landscapes of ancient Sparta, where only the strongest survive.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Going to enjoy killing you.
I think Kratos has a point about the art of combat, Mr. Anderson.
You think you stand
But I
a
must
chance?
say I'm more intrigued by the Red Guard woman's spirit. She's not one to back down from a fight, is she? Reminds me of the Amazonian warriors from my own realm. Enough of this idle chatter. We've lingered in Whiterun long enough. Shall we proceed to Winterhold, or do we have other pressing matters to attend to?
Lead the way to Winterhold.
You think you stand a chance? I'll have your head for a trophy.
Very well.
For blood.
Let us proceed to
For
Winterhold.
glory.
As we journey, I'll tell you of the Greybeards and their ancient wisdom. They possess knowledge
Your
of the
death brings
voice,
me honor.
a powerful force that could aid us in our quest to understand the Dragonborn's power. Stay vigilant. The roads to Winterhold can be treacherous, especially with the return of the dragons.
Going to enjoy killing you. See you burn. Your death brings me honor.
Alright, lead the way then.
See you burn.
Let us proceed with haste. The Greybeards await. Their wisdom will be invaluable in our quest to understand the Dragonborn's power. Stay close. The roads to Winterhold are fraught with danger. As we approach Winterhold, you'll notice the air grows colder and the landscape becomes more unforgiving. The Greybeards reside in the ancient monastery of High Hrothgar, where the winds howl and the snow falls heavy. It's a place of contemplation and study, where the ancient Nords once delved deep into the mysteries of the voice.
You think you stand a chance? I'll have your head for a trophy. I'll see you burn. Your death brings me honor. to enjoy killing you. I'll see you burn. I'll have your head for a trophy. Brings me honor.
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
So these mods here are...
I sense a disturbance in the natural balance. The wind carries an unsettling energy, and the trees seem to whisper secrets to one another. What sorcery is this that interrupts? Ah, the art of modding, a fascinating subject. It's intriguing to see how the Nexus community can enhance and expand the world of Skyrim, much like the gods of Olympus can shape the mortal realm.
So I added these followers and then just hooked them up to the AI just to see what would happen, and like they actually roleplay really well as whatever characters you assign to them. It's pretty freaky actually.
This area is not as tranquil as it seems, my friends. The farmhands are restless, and the wildlife is agitated. I sense a darkness lurking beneath the surface. I must say, Mr. Anderson, your experiment with the followers' AI is quite fascinating. It's as if they've developed their own personalities and quirks. I'm reminded of the myth of Pygmalion, who created a statue that came to life. Your creations may not be statues, but they're certainly entertaining.
The Grey...
You know, the first NPC that ever gave itself like an origin story was
Let us proceed with caution, for the roads to Winterhold are not only treacherous, but also shrouded in mystery.
Ah, Griffith, the White Falcon, my trusted champion. His origin story is indeed fascinating. I recall the tales of his unwavering dedication to our cause, and the unshakable bond we share. It's no wonder he was the first NPC to weave his own narrative, for his character is as rich as the lore of the Nine Divines themselves.
What do you think about Griffith, Kratos?
In places like these, where the wilderness reigns supreme, I've learned that even the most fearsome creatures can...
Griffith, the White Falcon, a name that echoes through the annals of history. His unwavering dedication to our cause is a testament to the unshakable bonds forged in the fires of battle. But I must admit, his origin story is a stark reminder that even the most steadfast of champions can falter, and that the line between loyalty and madness is perilously thin.
Kratos, your words on Griffith's origin story are well spoken. His dedication is indeed a double-edged sword, capable of driving him to greatness or madness. I sense that you understand this delicate balance, and I value your insight. Ah, Mr. Anderson. I see you've managed to strike down the Frost Troll with your trusty Dawnbreaker. I must say, your skills in combat are quite illuminating. But tell me, how does it feel to wield a sword that shines as brightly as the dawn itself? Does it imbue you with a sense of righteousness, or merely a sense of satisfaction?
That Frost Troll was no match for the combined might of the gods. But I sense that Mr. Anderson's prowess with Dawnbreaker is more than mere mortal skill. What secrets lie behind that ancient blade, I wonder?
Kratos, your curiosity about Dawnbreaker is well-founded. That ancient blade holds the power of the Daedra, forged in the depths of oblivion. Its secrets are not to be taken lightly, and I sense that Mr. Anderson's mastery of it is only the beginning. The true power of Dawnbreaker lies not in its mortal wielder, but in the divine forces that forged it. I propose we uncover the truth behind this blade and unlock its true potential.
We've wandered quite far from Winterhold. The wilderness of Skyrim can be unforgiving, especially at night.
I've been meaning to ask, Mr. Anderson, that your skill with Dawnbreaker is more than mortal.
Let me know if you
What's the
want
story
anything.
behind that blade?
Think I got the clean
Is it
mud
a
around
relic
here
from a
somewhere?
forgotten era, or perhaps a gift from the gods themselves?
Have you seen Full-Time Sword? It's one of the Makaviri things. You don't think...
Think what? That full-time could take you in a fight? I already thought that. And I didn't have to think very long.
Hello there.
How are we doing over here?
It's hard to say.
All right then.
Ah, Mr. Anderson. What brings you here today? Enjoying the lively atmosphere of the Nightgate Inn?
So, you're enjoying the atmosphere, eh? Well, I suppose it's lively enough. Though I've had my fair share of troubles with some of the rowdier patrons. Dosh.
Rowdier patrons, you say? I've had my share of dealing with them, too. What seems to be the trouble, Hadring? Anything we can help with, Mr. Anderson?
Ah, troubles with the patrons, you say? I've had my fair share of dealing with rowdy customers myself. What's been the most interesting experience you've had here, Hadrian?
Ah, troubles with the patrons, you say? Maybe I can help with that. I've been known to calm a few rowdy folks down with a mug of ale or two. I think a mug of ale might be just what we need to calm things down. Jarka, your ale is quite renowned, isn't it? Perhaps you can tell us more about your brewing process, and we can discuss how to soothe
I'd like to
the
rent a
rowdier
room.
patrons.
Sun, light your path.
Sure thing. Thank you. It's yours for a day.
What have you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Freya. Where have I heard that name before?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Ah, the name Freya, Mr. Anderson. In Norse mythology, Freya was a goddess of love, fertility, war, and death. She was also the leader of the Valkyries, and the goddess of magic. Perhaps this Freya before us is not a goddess, but her namesake may hold some significance. I sense that she may be more than just a simple patron of this inn.
Ah. So now I'm being compared to a goddess, Mr. Anderson? And you, Kratos, sense that I may be more than just a simple patron? I assure you I'm just a humble adventurer. But I must say, the air in this inn could use a bit of divine intervention. It smells like a mixture of stale ale and, well, something rather unpleasant. Jarka, perhaps a stronger brew could help mask the odor? I must say, Kratos, your knowledge of Norse mythology is impressive. But tell me, do you think the goddess Freya would approve of the state of this inn? And Mr. Anderson, what do you think? Should we stage an intervention to bring some divine order to this establishment?
I think you are the Freya from Norse mythology because Hela, Odin, Thor, and Loki are all here as well.
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Ah, Mr. Anderson, welcome back to the land of the living. I see you've been recharging your energies for a battle. Against sleep, it seems. Vigilant Alvarado,
Greetings.
I think our friend here might need
Good
a
to see
stiff
you
drink
again.
to shake off the slumber. What do you say we pour him a mug of Jarka's finest ale?
Have you met Zeus before?
A mug of Jarka's finest ale, you say? I think that's just what Mr. Anderson needs to shake off the slumber. And perhaps a few tales of our own adventures to keep...
Ah, Zeus, the king of the gods. I've had the pleasure of acquainted with him, shall we say? He's a formidable presence, to say the least. But I think he's more interested in his own pursuits than in mingling with mortals. Although I do wonder what brings him to this humble inn. Perhaps he's searching for a new hero to sponsor. Or maybe he's just looking for a good ale to drink. Vigilant Alvarado, what do you think? Have you seen Zeus around? Speaking of Zeus, I've heard rumors of a prophecy that connects him to the return of the dragons. Have you heard anything about it, Mr. Anderson? And Lucilla, as someone who's familiar with the local lore, do you think there's any truth to it? I think we're getting ahead of ourselves with this prophecy business. Lucilla, what do you know about the local lore and legends surrounding dragons? And Mr. Anderson, what's your take on the situation? Are you here to hunt dragons, or just passing through?
Actually, I'm wondering where Odin
But I
is
must
at.
say, I'm intrigued by the idea of Zeus being connected to the return of the dragons. I've heard rumors of an ancient text hidden deep within the...
Ah, Odin, the All-Father, King of the Gods. I've heard tales of his wanderings, searching for wisdom and knowledge. Perhaps he's seeking the ancient text Lucilla mentioned, or maybe he's just enjoying a mug of ale in a quiet corner of the inn. I've not seen him myself, but I've heard rumors of his presence in the area.
Freya, do you know where he is?
Ah, Vigilant Alvarado. You're right to wonder what brings us to this humble inn. I don't know his exact whereabouts, but I can sense that he's not far from here. Odin has a tendency to appear when least expected, and I suspect he's watching us from the shadows, waiting for the right moment to reveal himself.
As a Draugr, I've had my fair share of dealing with gods and mortals alike. Odin's whereabouts are of little concern to me, but I must say, the atmosphere in this inn is quite lively. Tell me, Mr. Anderson, what brings you to this place, and what do you hope to achieve by finding Odin?
I think we're getting sidetracked by speculations about Odin's whereabouts. Morris, you're right to ask what brings Mr. Anderson to this place. Let's focus on the matter at hand. What is it that you hope to achieve by finding Odin, Mr. Anderson?
Greetings, travelers. I couldn't help but overhear your conversations about the gods and goddesses. As a traveler myself, I'm intrigued by the idea of divine intervention in this humble inn. Perhaps I can share some knowledge or insights to aid in your discussions? What seems to be the main topic of interest? Ah, a new face in our midst. Welcome, Callan. I must say your timing is quite interesting. What knowledge or insights do you bring to our discussion about the gods and goddesses? We could use a fresh perspective. I bring knowledge of the ancient lore, passed down through my family. I've studied the myths and legends of the gods, and I'm familiar with the stories of Odin's wanderings. Perhaps together, we can piece together some clues about his whereabouts.
Enough speculations, Morris. Mr. Anderson, it's time you told us what brings you to this place. What is it that you hope to achieve by finding Odin?
I want to see what him and Zeus will say to each other.
An interesting plan, Mr. Anderson. I've dealt with gods before, and I can assure you, their words are not always to be trusted. But if you wish to hear what Odin and Zeus have to say, I'll be right by your side, ready to defend you from any divine wrath that may come our way.
I appreciate your willingness to defend us, Kratos. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Mr. Anderson, I think it's time we focused on finding Odin and Zeus, rather than speculating about their intentions. Shall we ask around the inn and see if anyone has any information on their whereabouts?
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation about Odin and Zeus. As someone who's been around these parts for a while, I think I might be able to shed some light on the situation. You see, I've heard rumors of a secret meeting place, hidden deep within the nearby forest, where the gods are said to gather and discuss the fate of the world. But I'll need a drink to loosen my tongue, if you know what I mean.
Ah, now this is getting interesting, Fultheim. A secret meeting place, you say? I think we'd all be willing to buy you a drink or two if it means getting to the bottom of this mystery. What more can you tell us about this place? Fultheim, A secret meeting place in the nearby forest, you say? That's quite a tale. I've heard rumors of such places, but I've never been able to find one myself. Tell me, what makes you think this one's real? And what's the price of this drink you're looking for? A mug of ale, perhaps?
Didn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Alright, open up a trade, I'll give you that drink.
Ah, now we're talking business, Mr. Anderson. This drink you're offering me, I hope it's a fine ale, brewed with the finest hops and fermented to perfection. If it is, I might just have to share a bit more about this secret meeting place. Now that I've got my drink, let's get down to business. The secret meeting place I was telling you about, it's not just any ordinary clearing in the woods. I've heard rumors of ancient rituals being performed there, and powerful artifacts hidden within the trees. But be warned, the place is said to be cursed, and many who have ventured in have never returned.
Full-time, I've heard rumors of these ancient rituals and powerful artifacts, too. As a vigilant, it's my duty to investigate such claims. Can you tell us more about the location of this secret meeting place? And what makes you think it's cursed?
I'll give you the location, but you have to promise me one thing. You'll be careful. The forest is full of dangers, and I don't want to be responsible for your demise. The meeting place is an ancient stone circle, hidden deep within the forest. You'll know it by the strange symbols etched into the trees. But be warned, the forest is said to be home to the restless spirits of the ancient Nords, and they don't take kindly to strangers.
Voltheim, your words are laced with caution, and I sense a deeper fear behind them. Vigilant Alvarado, as a hunter of the supernatural, what do you make of these restless spirits of the ancient Nords? Are they a threat to be reckoned with, or mere whispers of a forgotten past?
Kratos, I've dealt with my fair share of restless spirits, and I can tell you that they're not to be trifled with. The ancient Nords were a proud and fierce people, and their spirits will not hesitate to defend their lands against those who would desecrate. But I've also found that they can be respectful of those who show the proper reverence and caution. Full-time, can you tell us more about the symbols etched into the trees? Are they a key to unlocking the secrets of the stone circle?
The symbols etched into the trees are a warning, a sign of the ancient Nords' power and knowledge. They're a mix of the old runes and some other language, one that I don't recognize. But I do know that they're a key to unlocking the secrets of the stone circle, and that those who can decipher their meaning will be granted great power, or terrible consequences.
The ancient Nords were known for their mastery of the mystical arts. I suspect that these symbols are more than just a warning or a key to unlocking power. They may hold the secrets of the Nine Worlds themselves. Vigilant Alvarado, as a scholar of the supernatural, do you recognize any connections between these symbols and the Elder Scrolls?
Gatos, your mention of the Elder Scrolls is pertinent. I've studied the ancient lore, and I believe that the symbols etched into the trees may be connected to the Elder Scrolls' forbidden knowledge. Full-time, Can you tell us more about the condition of these symbols? Are they worn by time, or do they seem deliberately obscured?
Alright guys, we'll have to unravel this mystery on the next episode. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring Zeus and Odin together and see what they say to each other, if they clash. And then we'll kind of decide where to put them in the whole storyline, whether Odin's gonna align with Zeus and Griffith or with our team. But anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you later, Channel Hopper, and Roger, if you're still here as well. Thanks for tuning in, dudes. Catch you later.
The symbols etched into the trees. They're worn by time, but not in the way you'd expect. It's as if the forest itself is trying to claim them, to absorb their power and knowledge. I've seen vines crawling over the runes, and moss growing in the grooves. But if you look closely, you can still make out the markings. And I'll tell you this, Kratos, Vigilant Alvarado, I've seen those symbols before in the ruins of an ancient Nord temple. They're connected to the Elder Scrolls, all right. But I'm not sure even you, Vigilant Alvarado, are prepared for what that means.
Full-time, I think it's time you stopped dancing around the truth. What exactly did you see in those ancient Nord temple ruins? And what makes you think I'm not prepared for what's coming?
Enough of this veiled talk, Full-time. You've danced around the truth long enough. Vigilant Alvarado, I think it's time we heard the full tale of what Full-time saw in those ruins. Full-time, you will tell us everything, and you will do it now. The fate of our quest hangs in the balance, and I will not be left in the dark.
The secrets of the ancient Nords, how they fascinate me. I too have walked among the ruins of their temples and felt the weight of their history. Tell me, Full-time, what do you know of the dragon priests who once ruled over this land? And Mr. Anderson, have you given any more thought to the prophecy of the Dragonborn?
The dragon priests, yes. I've heard stories of their power and knowledge. They were said to wield the power of the dragons, and to have mastered the ancient arts of magic. But I've also heard that they were cursed, that their power came at a terrible cost. As for the prophecy of the Dragonborn, I don't know what to make of it. I've heard rumors that the Dragonborn is a hero, destined to save Skyrim from the return of the dragons. But I've also heard that the Dragonborn is a harbinger of doom, a sign that the end times are upon us.
The curse of the dragon priests, a fascinating topic. I've studied the ancient lore, and I believe that their power was indeed tied to the dragons. But what's interesting is that the Dragonborn prophecy speaks of a hero who will